Yeah, that's 10 feet of water.
Why low now?
Summer months.
Yeah.
May 7th was 10 feet. I do videos all the time. So then I try to tell people, think next time you come, you can gauge the water level by how high you see it against those 3 boulders there. And then where those fishermen are sitting, that'll be eventually covered with water when the water's a little higher.
Oh really? That won't even.
Yeah, they don't even go down there.
Wow.
And the river's all nice and brown and just like flowing really fast. If you're interested in the videos, I got over 400 videos of Ohiopyle on YouTube. You can look up Ohiopyle potholes and you find all my videos.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. This is the Fern Cliff Trail. It's a great trail. If you got an hour, do the Fern Cliff Trail. If you got a half hour, do the Cucumber Falls Trail. The Cucumber Falls Trail, slightly controversial because of its name. It's essentially the trail between Meadow Run slides and Cucumber Falls along the river shore. That's the Cucumber Falls Trail. Makes sense if you're starting at Meadow Run slides and you're walking along the Youghiogheny River towards Cucumber Falls along the river shore. That's the Cucumber Falls trail because you're walking towards the Cucumber Falls starting at Meadow Run. All trails doesn't yet have that slight detail, which you'll only learn when you actually do the trail. You'll see the signs on the trail stating that it's the Cucumber Falls Trail. Anyways, we're on the Ferncliff Trail, which is either the number 1 or number 2 trail in my opinion. Good exercise, interesting terrain the whole way. And the Cucumber Falls Trail, when you do it, you get to see 2 of the spectacular big 4. You can see Main Falls, and you can also see High Bridge when you do the Cucumber Falls Trail. And you can do that by parking in the Fern Cliff Trail parking lot, which is where the railroad goes by 3 or 4 or 5 times a day, makes a racket. So we're on the Fern Cliff Trail at the moment, walking towards, I think we're gonna take a right up here on what's called the Buffalo Nut Trail. And the Buffalo Nut Trail, I think, goes to the Oakwood Trail, and then the Oakwood Trail goes to the Fern Cliff Trail parking lot. When you look it up on Google Maps or so forth, that's one of the quick ways, more interesting, short little round trails to see Main Falls. most of these plants on both sides of us are rhododendron. Back a ways into the forest on both sides will be the mountain laurel. State plant. All right, Buffalo Nut Trail. Back to the parking lot. Make sure you guys look up Ohiopyle potholes on YouTube.
Potholes?
Yes, you'll see my over 100 videos of the Ohiopyle potholes, the natural potholes that get formed along the river. Yeah, the water carves these potholes. In fact, when you go back past Main Falls, which you're probably going to do, your test for today, your homework, is see if you can spot the 2 potholes there. Of course, you'll miss them.
Yeah.
But anyways, you can look them up on YouTube.
Thank you.
Ohiopyle potholes.
Yeah, I'm the Ohiopyle pothole guy.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
You too. Here are, I believe this is the eastern hemlock tree right there. What's that? I don't know. I think this is the mountain laurel right here. And then there's the darn rhododendron. Oh no, what's that? There's buffalo nut, rhododendron, and mountain laurel all through this area. And we're on the buffalo nut trail. So, ooh, I believe that's mountain laurel right here. I never knew all this, but it's one of the 3. It's definitely not rhododendron, and it's probably mountain laurel. And then I think that might just be the buffalo nut. I don't know. Is that the buffalo nut? Rhododendron's got these huge big leaves. I think the buffalo nut have smaller leaves, and then mountain laurel has the distinctive mountain laurel leaves, which are more pointy. I think these are, I don't know, is that the buffalo nut? They're a little bit more bulbous, succulent. And then the mountain laurel, oh, I don't know. Later on I'll come back to this video and correct it. But for sure, if we're on the buffalo nut trail, that means there's some buffalo nut here. I'm almost certain that's buffalo nut. If not mountain laurel. And now we get to see some of the big eastern hemlock trees. I think that's one right there. I think that's the East Coast hemlock tree.